What's up, guys? Ivan here with getivan.com, and in this video I want to show you guys a neat little trick inside of Inkscape for converting text to path so that you can add texture to the actual words rather than just flat colors. And it's useful in situations like this where in some of my designs I prefer to grab the teardrop utility to pick colors from image so that the text will match sections of my composition. But in some cases like this one here, this light blue color looks a little bit plain. It's a little bit too flat. And I like to retain legibility, but I also don't want it to look, too plain and too hunky-dory. And so I did some searches on because I've seen people do this before where they added texture to the words. And it's actually really simple down here. Oh, shoot. Basically, it was sometimes Inkscape freezes because I have too big of stuff in the composition. But what I'll do is I'll take a screenshot of something from the image and then come over here while this is loading, drop that screenshot with the principal colors into ChatGPT because it can, through DALL-E, sorry about that, it can interpret what's going on in there. So I just said, with ChatGPT, sometimes it's helpful to use a lot of description, but oftentimes you want to keep it as simple as possible because it will throw out wild yields. And so here I said, show me just the mist, and I had to correct it at least once here or a couple times. And then I ended up using this image. It's clouds, so it's not exactly mist, didn't exactly follow my instructions, which sometimes happens. But I went ahead and just, right click, copied image straight into, and then pasted straight into my composition here. And you can see in this section here, if we release the clip, there's the image there, and I just sized it after I dragged the text down to this section. And so all you have to do is you can just take text like this and that you've added from this tool, and you can go to path and then object to path. And it's as simple as that. As soon as you convert that object to path, then all you have to do is just select this text, then shift click into your image, right click and go set clip, and boom, it adopts the texture. But in this case, when I shift clicked over here and aligned to center, of course I raised it to the top layer, you can see it doesn't exactly look great. So that's a little bit ugly in a different way, but you can easily make it blend using the opacity feature. So you wouldn't necessarily want it to be straight up 100% those textures. It's more like here's 0, so that's just completely flat, right? And then if I go up to, maybe 50% possibly, here's 100%, which is a little bit too much. It's almost like camo. I drop it down to maybe 50%, and it gives it a little bit of something, maybe even less than that, 40% possibly. And you can come in here and Control A and actually enter in the percentage. So it's a subtlety, right? But across a number of other things, you can even grab textures. Like I was looking here at Unsplash is really good for textures, and so you can take those textures. This is water. Like when I was looking at aquamarine and images, and I mostly had water. But there's also, like, you could look at gemstones. There's a gemstone there, and you can basically screenshot those types of images. And here, let me show you. So if we were coming to this one and maybe grab a screenshot here and then go back over to ChatGPT, I could then go show me images like this one. And this is a really crude one. So oftentimes I'll do descriptors to improve like the quality, 8K quality and stuff like that, depth of field. And then just get DALL-E to generate me some kind of a comparable texture. And then you can come in and you can go in and just copy the image and use it as a texture inside of Inkscape. So neat little trick for adding dynamic into the text. And that's maybe a little bit tacky. I'd probably lessen it up a little bit. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Just a quick tutorial on how to convert text to path so that you can add texture to it. And the main thing I was thinking about was like adding a gemstone like texture or even like glittering gold, so just a simple thing to do without getting too heavy into having to paint over text. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Bye bye.